I said, we have identified our strengths, our weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and those have helped shape our strategy. We also are very much aware of what is expected of SI Football Club at the level of FIFA and at the level of CAF. And we are appropriately positioned across the board to meet all of what is required of a modern club. CAF and FIFA expects clubs to invest in infrastructure, not for its own sake, but because CAF and FIFA want to continue in efforts to globalize football. But globalizing football means expanding interest in football in all corners of the world. Not only cultivating strong allegiance from current football fans, but also bring on board others who are not currently following the game. And the best way, one of the best tries to doing that is to ensure that clubs invest in infrastructure through which they can develop new talent and help popularize the game. As Dr. Nyota just told you, what we are building at Oldman is massive. Until recently, has had to move from place to place in search of where to train. Today we are at Aquinas, tomorrow we are at the police headquarters, another time we are at Legon, and etc. By the end of November, all of our 4 new pitches would have been completed. 2 are already completed. Carpet laying is currently going on the artificial pitch, and finish touches are being done to the pitch of the mini stadium. A club that only recently had to move from place to place will be posting 4 modern sized and standard pitches by the end of November. That's the reality, and that is what you would see with your own naked eyes when you pay a visit to the Pokemon site. We want to build more than just a football academy. Ours is going to be a sports academy. And that is why we are adding 2 tennis courts, a basketball court, a volleyball court, and a mini golf course. Part of the essence is to ensure that when outsiders come to rent our facilities, officials who bring the sportsmen can have games that they can also enjoy, from golf to tennis and etc. And again, consistent with the spirit of FIFA and CAF, to promote the game, we want to make our facility available for training of young football enthusiasts. Little kids can come in weekends and train to play football, to play tennis, to play golf, and etc. We want to make ourselves available to corporate bodies that may want weekend recreation, a weekend of sporting activity. And of course, we want ourselves to be available to our various national teams. The Black Stars, the Black Queens, the Calasis, the Starlets, and etc. And of course, want it to be available to visiting national sites and club sites. And of course, there will be a lot to occupy officials who will come with their teams to our site. We want to get our facility ready even to support Ghana's hosting of the Africa Games next year. That is what we're going to do. Of course, in addition to all of what I've mentioned, at the dormitories, the bungalows, the office block, the dining facilities, the swimming pool, and of course the gym block. That is what we have done to enable us to tick this important box among FIFA and CAF's requirements. We are strengthening our finances, even though we have invested a lot in infrastructure as I've defined. By the time we finish our next rights issue, we want ACCRA SLAVKO to have a clean balance sheet. And that is what we promise. A club that has so much infrastructure, but that will have so little debt through the conversion of debt into equity. And we expect, therefore, again, that we shall tick the box of the strong balance sheet as is required of a modern football club. We're doing a lot to strengthen future revenues so that when we clean the balance sheet, it never gets bad again. And you can see our unique investment in a commercial center is a big statement of our intent to become highly commercially oriented, because it's a prerequisite for success in a technical arena. Football has become business. Players expect to be well paid, and so do the coaches. We are positioning ourselves to be able to meet the expectations of all of our employees. CAF and FIFA also expects clubs to be involved across board in all footballing activities. And that is why we're going to be strengthening ARORAS and our under-17 side, Royal Oaks, to meet that expectation. Additionally, we finished negotiating to acquire a football team in the women's division, which means that in a matter of weeks, we can announce ACCRA SLAVKO female side, the Oaks FC. That is also a requirement of CAF. Especially that football clubs will not only have a men's male team, but also participate in youth development by having the 17, the 20 sides, etc. But even more importantly, football must not be for only men. And CAF and FIFA are very concerned that each modern club has a female division. We shall take that box also in a matter of weeks. Governance is important for meeting CAF and FIFA requirements of standards. And we are well positioned, as I've said. We have all the various departments, accounting, administration, sales, marketing, commercial, and all the technical, supporting a strong board that meets regularly, and of course that will organize annual general meetings regularly. So this is what we have been doing. Football must not be just the next 3 points or the next victory on the pitch. What we want to build is a winning machine, solid enough to assure the fans victory after victory. Solid enough for our players to be able to sell very good football while winning points after points and trophies after trophies. That is what we are doing. We are thinking a lot ahead of the average sports fan. We want to build a club that, as I said, attains eminence in African football, and which is recognized in world football. And again, hence our strong alliance with our friends from Germany and the United States. And I want to add that given the involvement of our friends in other countries. This alliance includes affiliates in France, in Portugal, and in Brazil. So HAS is embarked on a journey that I think holds a lot of promise. And our invitation supporters is to be part of this glorious journey. We recognize the importance of the supporters. And again, that is why we'll be the first in a matter of a week or two to commission our supporters liaison office. We already acquired an office on the ring road that is furnished for the purpose. And let me add that this next step of ours is all consistent with CAF and FIFA requirements. Again, it's part of FIFA's strategy to globalize and enhance the game. Through the SLO, we shall communicate more constantly with our fans. And our fans will also have a channel through which they can communicate constantly with us. It is to enhance the visibility of our fans and not to undermine it. It is to enhance collaboration between the board, management, and the fans, and not otherwise. It is to recognize more than ever the importance of our supporters in this unfolding history. We are very determined to make our fans our partners, and I'm calling on our fans to join us as we pursue this laudable objective. Cooperation is important for success in any human endeavor, and that is what we are calling for. I'm happy to say that we are well on course, recognized in practical terms through registration, the millions of our followers. Our business development manager, Mr. Bernard Jebi, is doing a wonderful job, supported by the admin and commercial team. And today, registration has become very easy, as many of you would have heard or would have experienced. I want to invite our supporters to take the advantage of this opportunity, free of charge, to register and have their own electronic annotation cards and be proud members of the Kodia family and be proud members in this really great and unfolding history towards further glory for glorious ACCRA of folk. Once again, I want to thank all of you for coming, for your cooperation with us over the years, and to encourage you to focus on the truth, nothing but the truth. Let's all remember that football of today is not like that of yesterday, and so cannot be managed the way it was done yesterday. We believe in the future. We believe in what we are trying to do. All we need is the peace of mind and the support that is necessary for us to pursue this journey. And before I leave the mic, I want to introduce to you our new coach, please, Mr. SLAVKO MATIC. Who came to us highly recommended by our contacts in the Common Value Club Alliance. I want to urge you all to support him. Supporting him is supporting ACCRA Suffolk, but even more importantly, supporting Ghana football. Because everything that we try to do has the faith of Ghana football embedded. We build an academy, it's not just for ACCRA Suffolk, it's for Ghana. We develop the youth, it is for Ghana. It is for strengthening of the national team. If Coach MATIC succeeds, the success will not only be enjoyed by ACCRA Suffolk, it will be enjoyed by all lovers of football, and will inure the benefit of the entire nation. So let's all support Coach MATIC so that together we can realize the dream. Once again, thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for the work that we're going to be doing together in future. Thank you.